My name is Steve English, the manager from Violent Ground. Everybody knows me by Kong. I also run a business, Nomad Entertainment, sound and lighting. This is the crew, Violent Ground.
Yeah. My name is Naskapi from Kamach. They call me Nomadic. I'm a part of Violent Ground, right? Music, hip-hop, everything. Love you.
Yeah, my name's Christcella, aka Naskapi 9 from Violent Ground. Songwriter, management producer. And yeah, don't forget 91 Bass. This is the company that we're starting too.
Look out.
Look out.
I'm getting tired of me wanting a lot. I want more of this torturous entertainment. Never going, only staying. I'm creating an even bigger trend for me. What's my destiny? Not meant to be in this life. Never fall on the
music, always. I was there too. With just freestyle, just having fun with it. Just like something to escape the res life, the reality that we were in. So we just did it for fun and. When we came to Montreal, it was like 5 years ago. This guy was going to school for music, Recording Arts of Canada. And he was about to graduate when I entered into that school too. Because I entered into like an artist, like I wanted to know how to record, how to be a sound engineer. But when I got into that school, it was like, it opened different avenues for me, like sort of like what you're saying, you want to help something grow. You don't want to let something die, right? You want to let it grow, let it flourish. So when I went to that school, that's when I started to manage them because, like I said, it opened up the doors, many avenues that I can do the music game. Not just like an artist, but different avenues of the game. Being a manager or a booking agent or a promoter, like all that stuff that they taught us. And then I just wanted to. Because there's been a couple of times, when Violent Ground, it wouldn't be Violent Ground, man. There would be no Violent Ground. They wanted to call it quits, but me, I kept them, we can't let it die, we can't let it die, we gotta keep going. We got a dream, we gotta make this, what we talked about when we were kids, and that's how we started making a name for ourselves in the city. Started doing small shows, small bar shows. That's how we met CY. I don't know, you know CY?
Of course we know CY.
So that's how we met him.
Shout out to him.
He gave us an opportunity to perform at some of his events that he had around the city. And then through that, just people started hearing about Violent Ground, and then we linked up with Ricky D.
Ricky D, wow.
Events, and he gave us the big opportunity to perform for Tech 9 at Club Soda. I think it was 4 years ago. And after that, we just been doing shows constantly in the city. Just last year, we started doing shows. This past year, last year and beginning of this year, we started touring in Ontario.
Wow.
They're like Ricky D events, but it's like for Ontario side, Rev Media, I think it's called Rev Media Studios. Robbie G. I contacted Robbie G, and he gave that opportunity for the guys to tour out there with some artists. And that was right before the pandemic hit. So we had a lot of things planned for the pandemic, But I'll let the guys take over, Peace.
And we're in MakeWay Studio. Shout out to Buds for letting us use his studio. Buds right there. Shout out to Buds. I gotta get him right now.
Hey.
We love you, Buds. Montreal loves you, man.
Behind the scenes. Yeah.
So this is behind the city. Did you guys have a session today at MakeWay Studio?
Well, mostly, just catching up, planning.
Yeah.
Just making plans for the day.
I always just like to come back and chill, Always kick it back.
We see you guys making your plans. Can you spare us any information on what we have to be looking out for when it comes to Montreal and you guys collaborating?
Well, right now we have this new music video out called Unknown. This video, I guess, signifies like the end of Difference, our last album. As we've been pushing that album last year, we like
we were on the road.
We were on the road a lot pushing that album. And we would have been still on the road until that pandemic hit. and that was not good for us.
So you just mentioned the pandemic. How did the pandemic affect you when it comes to music and your community as well?
Well, as musicians, we travel a lot. We go on stage. Now we're isolated. But it doesn't really affect us mostly lyrically because we do it indoors. So basically we're just making new stuff, new products, trying to get things out on the ground.
I'll tell you, the first month, my brother was with me during that pandemic. The first month, there's nothing but creativity. Always music, new beats and everything. And after a while, I got stuck in,
Kind of gets to you.
It gets to you.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get out
Didn't
the
do
house.
much, but we kept learning. We kept learning how to produce our own tracks. We learned stuff about like making a website, stuff about production.
Yeah.
So we did learn during the time we were in quarantine.
So you guys, your songs are 100% conscious. You make people feel like they're in the res, they're in your territory, they're on your lands with you, seeing everything that you guys been through. You are not afraid to speak out in your raps as well. And we see that. And coming from someone who's on the sidelines, thank you. It's an honor to hear your stories. It's an honor to be able to listen through your stories, especially through 514 Online Mix. I need everyone to understand how important this meeting is, how important this interview is to us.
And
So thank you.
We really appreciate that.
That's true, yeah.
We don't see ourselves as like that.
Yeah,
like say it.
we don't see like we're saying things. It's just we just talk.
We just know
we
what
love.
we just talk about what
Yeah.
we've been through
Yeah.
our lives, or what we've seen and what other people have been through.
Yeah.
We tell their stories, we tell our stories. It's what we know, and because of rap music, it was the only way for me or for us to really channel it. You know what I mean? Because in my res, nobody did rap music the way we did it. We were the first ones to actually do rap in English.
Yeah.
And do it like that. You know what I mean?
So you guys not only rap in English, you rap in your language as well. We heard some songs.
Yeah, we can do that. We can freestyle in my language. I can freestyle in my language.
Do you think we can get a little freestyle in your language later on?
Yeah, later on
Oh
we can do it.
my
Of course we can do
gosh,
it.
that is
Yeah.
fantastic. Thank you so much.
No worries.
In your songs, you also really bring your culture in your music. No doubt. How important is it for you to get your culture across through your music as well?
What? With Muna, on the ground.
Well, obviously, we try to get it out because we're the last culture that was found, and we were also so isolated from Quebec and everything.
Tell everybody where you're from.
And that's how we're from Kawachikamatch, Quebec, up north,
Northern Quebec.
northern Quebec.
Yeah.
And this is where Violent Ground started,
In the bush.
in the bush.
In the woods. No,
And
for real though.
Violent,
Wow.
And but the name Violent Ground, it's inspired by all the violence and bloodshed that's going on in our indigenous lands, or even where we live on the world. It's a fucking violent ground, So we feel like we try to talk about, even though it's we talk about stuff in our lives, we feel that maybe people can relate to it as well, because we all live in a violent ground, I guess. So we just try to encompass what we feel into our songs.
So we definitely hear the crazy flows, the crazy penmanship in these songs that you guys create. Who writes your songs? Is it all of you or somebody?
He writes his lyrics, I write my lyrics.
Wow.
we build a chorus together.
Wow.
Sometimes I have concepts of what I want to talk about, and then I show it to him. He right away he's done.
Wow.
So we work together a lot. It's just basically just us for 15 years now.
We started
from
I
my
started-
mom's basement.
Yeah, in 2005.
2005, yeah.
I'm 27, so a very long time ago.
And who did you guys grow up listening to? Because I don't know if you've been compared to Twister, but you guys can rap almost as fast as Twister. And you guys articulate so we understand as well. And you make us want to freestyle with you guys because you guys are awesome and you kill it on the beat. So,
we grew up with I grew up with Bone Thugs and Harmony,
wow.
Tech Nine, and Tupac, Biggie,
90s.
Yeah.
90s.
The 90s era.
hits, yeah.
I
Still listening to that.
I listen to
Still
90s
listening to
music.
90s.
Yeah.
my brothers listened to 90s music,
Yeah.
rap. So that's how was introduced to rap. And they came back from their like college, whatever.
I was in school. I was already doing rap. I was writing lyrics down. I didn't even know he was doing rap as well. Like we just.
I was listening to G Unit and Tupac. And,
Like-
and then when he came back, he showed me Bone Thugs. I was like, damn, I like that. I listened to more Bone Thugs. I found Tech Nine, then I found like
The flow,
Twisted,
the flow just came out of it, man.
and a bunch of other rappers. I just like then I really liked listening to music and how other musicians and how other people rap that way. And so we tried to incorporate every flow as much as possible.
Even the
because
beats, yeah.
we're from Kiowa, there's nobody rapping up there. So that's why we tried to learn from
So,
everything.
y'all know we're in MakeWay right now. Y'all trying to make way for your people as well, right?
Sure.
I see that in your raps. It doesn't seem like y'all being selfish when it comes to your music. You're bringing everybody with you when it comes to your music. We see that in your songs.
It's all about our culture, our community, I guess. My nation's flag right here. So
Can't forget where we come from.
yeah,
You know?
never forget where you're from. And that's where I began all the hardships and all the stuff that I put in my music. That's where it came from. So, and other communities too. They have the same problems we have. We just want to get that out there. We just want to get people known in this world that this is what goes on in the reservation.
And that's so important.
I feel like if we have a voice, we might as well use the
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
You know.
You see, I feel like when it comes to hip hop, y'all are bringing that back. Y'all are bringing the way how hip hop started back into the 2020 era.
It's supposed to be about your community.
When I grew up,
Hip hop.
that's how I discovered like hip hop, watching those documentaries. Oh, really? I first listened to Tupac and Judith and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
but then I learned more about it through documentaries and stuff. And then I found out like it was a struggle, and like that's how it came up to be. You know, so finding the good part, I guess.
So I want to hear it from your point of view, especially as Indigenous men. Do you feel like as hip hop, I want you guys to be real, do you feel like we lack that struggle in our songs, the love in our songs, the realness in our songs?
I think a lot of artists have their own way of expressing it. You know, some artists are like full in. They're not afraid to say they're not afraid to speak from their heart. They're not afraid to say what's on their mind. So I feel like because we're independent, we don't have a label over us saying, "Hey, you can't say that," or "You can't
Do this.
rap
you can't
about
do
that subject."
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what we are. You know, we're trying to make it on our own. We're trying to be for ourselves independently. You know, and I guess that's why you get the kind of music that Bonnie Brown puts out. You know, the subjects we talk about is harsh reality. You know, some people think that's like some stuff they would see in a movie. You know, but that's some real story stuff, real things that inspired those storytelling to be expressed in that way. So that's.
But I also feel like that kind of rap is not dead. It's around. It's like
It's
in
around.
the underground, you hear a lot of people rap and like, have conscious rap when they talk about it. But more in the mainstream, I guess it's probably like
More controversial in the
no,
mainstream.
I think it's more how do you say?
commercialized.
No,
What are you trying to say?
coded.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? They don't say it
Yeah.
the way they want to say it, but they're gonna use code.
Yeah.
They'll say it by having fun, partying. You know,
Just try to keep it real, you know. Just try to keep it real. We're not trying to we're not trying to rap about like we got fancy cars and stuff. You know?
because we don't.
We're just trying to keep it real with our people. Try to get that voice heard and just
And
keep it moving, you know.
I feel like, because we see you guys have thousands of views on your videos, and we see, I think that's why people connect with you guys so much, is because you keep that realness. The moment we heard of you guys, we were listening to your music nonstop, and one of your songs, Res Life, that was a huge collaboration. There was a lot of people on that. Can you mention some of the names that are on that song?
Yeah, there was when David Strickland remixed our song.
Yeah, he remixed
Yeah.
their song.
Because we made it first, like back in 2013. I made the whole beat
Yeah,
by
the beat.
myself in my room. He liked the beat. He came to Kiowa and then he made the track with us. 2 years later, he said, "Yo, I got Jesus on the track. I got Q-Rock, Joey Styles, Ellenbeck." We thought, what? And he said, "Oh, there's a lot more natives too."
Yeah.
Res Life.
There's a remix to the Res Life. Yeah,
Res
no.
Life is from the first album. The first
Yeah, yeah.
Bounding Ground album ever was produced by David Strickland in Toronto. So that song Res Life was on that album, and it's like one of the biggest tracks on that album, you know. So he wanted to do a project where to bring all the Indigenous artists in Canada, Turtle Island together.
For the 150th.
The 150th was like a
Protest.
protest campaign.
Yeah.
towards,
And he had that connect. So.
you know, because people like have the wrong idea about Canada Day. You know, it's like what are people really celebrating for? You know, all the bloodshed, the violence that was done to our people and
All
genocide, you know,
and everything.
So that's what that song was about, to protest, you know, what our people been through.
Yeah. When we first made that song, we were just talking about where we come from.
Yeah, exactly, and it became what it was now. Wow, it was like so many people loved that song. So many artists came together, and it's like a protest tune for the
It's like
Native people.
each artist had a different element.
Yeah.
Had
Exactly.
a different topic. You know what I mean? But
But
it still was
It
about
was
the red.
all
about the
everyone
red.
could relate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the idea was like blossomed. Like it was so, like it was wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's from the first album. People still talking about that track, Res Life.
Yeah, the first album, David Strickland. If you get
Yeah.
he just recently dropped an album, Spirit of Hip-Hop, as a bunch of North American Native artists. And when he first came to Kauai, he discovered us through a program, something like what you did when
What
you
we
came
did.
down.
Yeah, what we did.
we did.
And then he discovered us somehow through his cousin, and he liked what we were doing. We were the only ones doing it on the res, and he was like, "Damn, I like what you guys are doing." And he decided to record us then, and he says, "Well, I'll produce you guys' album." And I was
Yeah,
like,
he produced the
"Sick."
first album.
And then now he released his own album called Spirit of Hip-Hop with a bunch of crazy Native artists, and we have a track there called Helpless. We recorded that track in Toronto with David Strickland while we were on tour. We had no idea what would be on the track, on the album. And now we're on an album with Redman and EPMD. That's
Oh,
pretty
that's-
crazy.
that's-
crazy, yeah. That's the
You
thing
know,
about it. I know, I never think I'm from Kauai, Res. That's something you don't think about.
From a place where
We're from a place where
You
there's
never-
like 2,000 people.
never did think that would happen to you. You know, like you're just trying to do something for your people, and you're just trying to keep it real, and then opportunities real great like this come along. You know.
Honestly, to say that I'm on an album with Redman was crazy.
Well, this is a reminder for the younger generation, for the younger artists out there, that if you keep it real and you do it from the heart, opportunities do follow you. That's a 100% thing.
True.
You know, which is like the first hip hop show, huh?
Yeah, you made history
Yeah,
too.
Made history too.
It's the
Yeah.
I
first
didn't-
ever hip-hop show.
Last time I did a show in Kauai was when I was like 11.
Yeah.
I was very shy. That was the first show we did. We in front of the whole community as kids, you know. And then it was so hard to come
Yeah,
back
bro.
and do a show because of the way, like, I guess, like a judgmental.
Yeah, we always
Oh.
got bad feedback from first time we ever tried it.
Yeah.
We always bad feedback, but
Oh.
we always use that as
We
a.
came back correct. This
Yeah,
time
that's
came with
it.
the lights, came
I
with
write
the
it down.
sound. You know, like it was a real show, real event for the community.
We did programs for the
Everybody loved it.
kids and everything.
Yeah.
We helped them.
taught them how to make music.
MakeWay came in with his beats, with his technical skills,
For sure.
and his flow. Damn,
Taught
you
them
know?
about songwriting.
Talking about the music industry, you know.
songwriting and
Yeah.
everything.
And I mean, I think it was really cool just to be able to share that with all of those. It was really a big fan base, I guess, that we saw of people that were really like responsive towards our program were like the elementary. So when we were doing the shows, we had the whole first like 3 rows just all kids
Yeah.
like under
Yeah,
under
yeah,
15
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they were young kids, and they were jamming, they were loving it. We even got a couple of the teachers, you know, to come by, and this was all after school and stuff. And
Even some of the adults were like,
Some of the adults were like waving their
yeah, we're
hands up
teaching
and
everyone
everything.
how to throw up the violent ground hand signs. We were throwing out merchandise.
Yeah.
We were dancing with the kids on stage and stuff. Everyone was really vibing to it.
You don't have that type of show up there.
nobody had that
Nobody has
when we
that.
grew up.
Yeah, nobody. There was never any hip hop show up there when we grew up. We were the only ones who did hip hop, and it wasn't that great the first time we did it.
Sucked.
It sucked.
And
Really
they didn't even have home ec.
No one
Now they have
ever seen
home ec.
nothing. No lights, no lighting, nothing. It's just.
That's a fire alarm at the end of the show.
Oh
And
yeah.
they show the right way.
My bad.
That's how you let the show, man.
Well, this definitely makes you guys so great because you take your trials and tribulations and put them in your song. And one of your songs, it clearly states that y'all put your pain in your music. Even one of your songs, I think it was Res Life, saying that like I was told to shut up, and I put it in the paper pretty much, like put it into music,
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
into songwriting, like.
Yeah, it's like because I don't know. I wouldn't say this is the same for everybody, but it's like over there you don't have much people to talk to. You gotta be macho. Do everything on your own. Don't talk to nobody, you know. So like you don't really have nobody to talk to when shit goes down. You want somebody to talk to? I talk to my my music, my pad. Now I'm gonna let my stuff out there, and then
That was my therapy when I was in. Even now, that's still my therapy. After all the shit I've been through, stuff that I have been through, like accidents and stuff. That's my therapy. That's my outlet, I guess.
For sure, and you were letting that be known during all of our seminars that we did in front of the classes. You were telling them that
About
how that, and it was cool that we were able now to share outlets of how to deal with your anger, how to deal with your stress, and like how to actually put it somewhere else rather than self-harm or drugs or things like that, because these kind of things are prominent on a lot of reservations. So the fact that we could show them a way to channel their anger, channel their stress was definitely really cool. Sharing his stories, and all your stories of how music got you through the hard times and stuff.
I don't want to really say a lot much into right now, but yeah, I've been through a lot of bullshit in my hometown. I've been through a lot of bullshit here in Montreal. I had accidents. I was kind of the hard-headed, so but that music really helped me through everything that I've been through, depression, through everything that I went through in my life. Everything I have or now, it's just I write down. So that's my therapy. That's my journal. That's my book.
And how do you think if more people did that in Montreal, in your own community?
It would help a lot.
there's probably be
Thank you.
a lot less stressed people.
Thank you.
A lot less stressed people around here.
And this is why you guys do what you do. This is why you
We're
not
not afraid
only
to
do it for
say what to
yourselves.
say, yeah.
Exactly. You speak for your people as well. And how do people respond to your music today?
Wow, they say.
Wow.
Like me, I'm like, wow, yeah.
We're like fantastic. They think we're like rock stars or big superstars, but we don't see each other as.
I think they think that we get paid.
Yeah, but we're
just normal people.
we're just normal
trying to
people
do something
just trying to do
with love,
something. No, we do it.
No,
We do it ourselves. It's just.
At first, when we started off in our community, they thought we were wannabes.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
called us wannabes, being something that we're not because we're native.
Can I
Native,
ask-
be a native.
Can I ask why?
Well, it's like this on every reserve, man. When anytime somebody wants to do something positive or they want to do something,
Or something new.
instead of lifting that person up and saying, hey, go for it, yeah, they want to put down that person, you know? And I'm not trying to point fingers or anything.
But
It's
look,
just
it's true.
res politics.
Yeah.
It's like that on any res. They just want to...
I want to put you down and eat you down.
They see you doing good, they don't like to see you doing good.
They don't
wanna
want
see
you to be.
doing bad.
They don't want you to be better than
But
them.
those are one of the obstacles we have to overcome, is to not listen to people what they say, you know? If you love something with passion and you want to do it, go after it
And
and
see,
do it.
after we done
No.
that, I felt like they respected us more and they believed in what we were doing. They saw our music, they saw what we were trying to do, and I think, like now when we came back, they accepted us.
Yeah.
They accepted what we're trying to do in life and respect our music. You know, what I mean, some kids in Kawa, they say we're crazy rappers, like we're one of the best they've heard. You know what I mean? And like I don't say that.
I don't like to say that.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of other
Yeah.
rappers. But I like that at least we were
I like
acknowledged.
I like the fact that now we're acknowledged.
At least we're up there, you know?
Yeah.
At least we're something now.
in our community. At least we're something in our community now. And also other communities, they see this now.
Maybe.
Now there's other communities, there's popping up, people are doing hip-hop now. Shows. They're starting to write lyrics. I see it everywhere now. Kids are positive nowadays.
Yeah, like when we're doing the workshops,
Yeah.
talking about lyrics, 2 or 3 days later, some student comes up, says, I've been reading the dictionary, man. I've been writing this verse. Gotta help me.
The other kid there
You know,
showed
like
me his
this.
book. He was done tonight.
Yeah, that's it.
It's crazy, you know?
There's a girl I see, there's kids that want to release, they're trapped in a shell. But after talking about all the trials and tribulations that I've been through, they want to get out that shell. They want to talk about it now. This is what we do. It's just what we do in the daily life. That's it. It's what we write down.
We were the first ones to do rap music, and we were the first ones to put ourselves out there, really be scared of what the real world
Yeah.
is going to think about you. We did it, and I think that we how do you say it? We did that so that other people can follow their dreams, you know, so that they don't have to be shy and don't have to be ridiculed by the community if they want to do something different. We did it first and we were ridiculed first. You know, this is shit that I think about sometimes.
Well, I'm glad you're sharing it with 514 Online Mix. But before we go, I have a few questions to ask you. Do we have any shout-outs of any other, especially Indigenous artists, who need some light right now?
You guys have to check out David Strickland's new album,
David
Spirit
Strickland,
of, Spirit of Hip-Hop. You
Go
got
get it. All platforms.
Dude, you gotta check them out. All these native artists are on this Spirit of Hip Hop album and more. You got Q Rock, you got Dreezus, you got Joey Styles, you got
City Natives.
Snotty Nose
You
Res
got
Kids.
Chippewa singers there.
Got drummers on the, even drummers on that album.
Yeah, Red
singers.
Man. You got a lot of people
You
there.
gotta check out Q052.
Yeah, check out Q052 as well. He's doing a lot of movement up there.
Micmac artists. We got people we know locally. You know, check out CY. Check out Woody Scandals. We got Waggy.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to all my Mohawks.
Micro Dots.
Thank you for all the
Micro
support.
Dots.
Micro Dots.
Patchy.
Beat Vandals. Beat Vandals. Yeah, Beat Vandals. Keytown Villain.
Everybody
Yeah.
that, because in Montreal, man, there was a lot of people that helped us out.
A lot of people
during
that
our
helped
way.
us out. We just want to say
Thank you.
we're not forgetting y'all. Thank
Still
you.
here.
Every day of our lives, every day we do something, every day an opportunity comes by. We know it's a stepping ladder.
Yeah.
So shout outs to everyone that helped us
Also,
out.
shout out to my
Still in
people.
Montreal.
Shout out to my people back home. Kawaii Match. If y'all listening, we love you. We're here for you.
Ashkitutanan.
Ashkutan danan.
Cree Nation,
Yeah.
Cree Nation, CBC North. What Max do?
We in MakeWay.
Match.
Yeah.
Shout out to MakeWay Studios for having us
MakeWay.
and helping. He always there for the artists.
Yes. This
But
guy.
this
This is the guy.
This is the guy. I personally want to thank him too, because honestly, 514 Online Mix would not be here if it wasn't for MakeWay. I have to tell everybody that, and he continues to help the Black community and the Indigenous community when it comes to music. We see you, and we thank you.
Oh, one more shout out. I gotta shout out my man, big homie, Ricky D.
Oh.
Much love. Thank you for
Yeah.
all the opportunities he gave us down the road.
If we didn't say your name, know that you are appreciated too. That's why we're still in Montreal.
So y'all, I have a surprise question for them. I want to know if one of them would give us the honors to freestyle in their beautiful language.
Gee.
Okay.
Oh.
Acapella style, y'all.
Acapella style.
Acapella style.
Nanagot ni nga sabi the money katapit doon ni manasapit na kipot sa mitsa tusutan ni Chagan. Nanagot ni na pamadan na peksyan ng pambadan mutabang katapisan. Pita gamit na nanagot ni no mamat na tamis kid na masadan natandutan sa kwa naguta kabawa sa kitamat na make way utanatan.
Woo! And you're on 514 Online Mix. Y'all tell us what we have to look out for next.
Yo, right now you gotta check out the Unknown music video on the Violent Ground Music YouTube channel. Don't forget that.
There's big
Yo.
things coming every month, Mike.
Of course, you gotta check out David Strickland's new album, Spirit of Hip-Hop. We're featured on it on a track called Helpless. It's a very good track. You guys should listen to it. And there's gonna be more music coming. Next month, we're gonna drop a new album, a new single.
Single
For-
every month.
And then from then on, we'll be continuing to drop more
There's
music.
gonna be
Starting
one
next month.
There's gonna be one with MakeWay. I know Buzz. There's gonna be featuring with us too as well. It's gonna be big.
Don't wait for the last tree to fall.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Even bigger threat for me, what's my destiny? Not necessary in this life, never fall on the right path. Still staying problems, the hardship they bounce back. And what I lack is a response to act to the aftermath. Born in life and that's that. I will evolve, I won't stay the same. All the days I'm wasted taking shots on the
Remember,
paper.
watch out.